Glasner has won 2 trophies. If you consider the Community Shield as a trophy, on the basis of the parameters that Arsenal fans have set. Oh, Charlie, why are you doing?
I'm listening. We are listening. I
said that I won't start with you with this one.
I didn't listen.
I know. In one season, he's won the same number of trophies as Mikel Arteta.
Okay.
Does that put him at par with Mikel Arteta?
Okay.
If it does, on the basis of what?
Okay.
If it doesn't, on the basis of what?
Okay.
I'm sure, like Winston, I beg you, this one you can come and have a say for me. You can come and have a say on this one. I beg you, please walk in and have a say.
Okay, so since the first submission I'm making, first of all, I would like to say a good evening to all our listeners, and also Charlie, to the families mourning.
Charlie.
I'm not close to any of the 8 men who died, but Charlie, the thing hits me since Wednesday. Like, it just puts everything into perspective. So yeah. My condolences to all the families mourning, and may their souls rest in perfect peace. Now, to the question you asked me, I think it's our duty to educate our listeners. So, in cases where the facts are wrong, we for point them out, say the facts be wrong. Now, I want to state here, if you are considering the Community Shield as a trophy, then Oliver Glasner is not on par with Arteta.
Repeat.
Yes. I want to repeat what I'm saying. If you are considering, like you said, if you are considering the Community Shield as a trophy, then Oliver Glasner is not on par with Arteta. Oliver Glasner has won 2 trophies, Arteta has won 3. So this is where I end my submission.
As a trophy.
What 3?
Can you
no, you are the one who said the Community Shield is a trophy.
No. So expatiate. What 3 trophies?
He's won one. No. You didn't mention major trophies. You said Oliver Glasner has won 2.
No, hold on. Which are you counting this thing? How do you call it? Emirates Cup.
I'm saying Arteta has won 3 trophies. He won the FA Cup in 2020. He won the Community Shield in 2020, and then he won the Community Shield again in 2023.
So he's won 1 trophy
in 2023. So if you are saying Oliver Glasner has won 2 trophies, then Arteta has won 3.
Okay, so let me reframe my question.
No, you can't reframe it. You already give me a question. So I've answered you.
No, hold on. Okay. Let me repeat my question.
So he's won 3. Glasner has won 2.
Let me repeat my question.
Since you are using
Arsenal, I gave an if. There's an if clause. There's a reason why I gave that if clause.
Okay.
If Arsenal fans would consider, you heard that part, didn't you?
Yeah.
You didn't hear it?
No Arsenal fan is considering a trophy. The Arsenal fans haven't spoken about the Community Shield.
So why are you? That's why I said if.
No.
Okay,
let's consider it as a trophy.
A major trophy.
No, me, I don't.
Yes. So why are you using it to make your point?
No, that's why I said if.
No. That's why. Okay, so if I'm also saying if that is your parameter, then Arteta has won 3, Glasner has won 2.
So if that
the conversation has ended.
So if that is not a parameter.
That one, I don't know about if that is not a parameter, but we are using your question. So if that is a parameter,
okay. So since I asked the question, with the power vested in me, okay. I if I wanted to make a point,
but on a more serious note, see, if you want to draw your conclusions based on that, then be my guest.
No, I don't. I'm not here to draw conclusions. I'm here to ask
I'm not saying. I'm not even saying you, but like we've said here many times. I've explained many times as to why Mikel Arteta is the right man for us now at the moment. Why I believe, Mikel Arteta is the right man for us now at the moment. At some point, it feels like I'm repeating myself. Oliver Glasner winning the Community Shield, winning the Club World Cup or anything doesn't change my mind. Mauricio winning everything doesn't change my mind. Till I feel Mikel Arteta cannot take us now beyond where he has taken them. That is when I'll begin to say we should let him go. But that time hasn't come yet. If you want to measure success by Community Shields and FA Cups, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I don't. I've been an Arsenal fan for 20 years. I know the difference between a good manager and a bad manager. You understand? I've seen very bad Arsenal teams and I've seen very good Arsenal teams. I know how to differentiate whether the club is going in the right direction or in the wrong direction. At the moment, I don't feel we need a change of manager. And I don't think Oliver Glasner is a better manager than Arteta.
Okay,
I'm not even going to go into the discussion and comparing them. I'm just going to end it like I don't think it's a better manager.
Don't worry, I'll help you to do that as we go along. Yes, Yvonne, you're going to say something.
I think Alikem just loves to watch his team play. He doesn't want to celebrate trophies because I really don't understand it. But for me, Glasner versus Arteta, I liken it to the parable of the 10 talents. It is Crystal Palace management giving Glasner 5 talent, and he multiplies it with 5 talent, and then they give Arteta 1, and the 1 he hides it, because how can you explain 7 seasons, 3 trophies, and then there is your colleague coach who comes and wins 2 trophies in 3 months, 4 months, and you sit here and you tell me that you contradict yourself in the beginning to say that Community Shield is not a major trophy. Then you go on to count a Community Shield as a major trophy for Arteta, and you sum it up to 3. If my math is correct, it's 1 all. So 1 major trophy for Glasner, and there's another major trophy for Arteta.
But Eric, no, listen, you're laughing.
Oh,
I'll bring it to the other side of the table, because the other side of the table, they're doing press up.
Look, I didn't make the rules.
No, but you see,
you framed your question.
No, so the last
you framed your question.
So listen, the last time I put out a very simple preamble, right? And I got people to call in to vote.
Okay.
The red pill and the blue pill, right? The red pill was that your team would win a trophy, 2 major trophies in the next 3 years, and not win anything for the next 7 years, across the next decade. The other pill was that your team will finish 2nd or 3rd or wherever it is in the table, and not win anything but maintain Champions League football position for the next 10 years. What would you pick?
My team, I don't understand what you're saying.
Okay, so you have a choice, right, between your team winning trophies for the first 3 seasons in the first 10-year period, right, and probably not making it into the Champions League for the rest of the time, and then your team constantly making it into the Champions League for 10 years without winning any trophy. What would you pick?
I'll throw both pills away and go for an injection.
No, you don't have a choice.
I'm not choosing any of them. I can't choose any of them.
Why can't you choose any of them?
Because they are all not good.
Why are they all not good?
They're both not good. I want my club to be competing and winning trophies every season.
So are you happy with your club as it is now?
I'm not happy with us not winning trophies every season.
So
of course, no Arsenal fan is happy. That's the point. That's the point we've been making over the past few weeks. No Arsenal fan is happy with the level of the club right now. Everyone wants us to win trophies, but we understand where we came from. We understand where we are going, and we understand that. Look, we've seen the club in a bad position. We've seen the club almost there. We want to do all that is possible to get over the line, and that's been the focus since we started competing with City. That's 3 seasons ago. Getting over the line. We've gone close. We've been near. There have been near misses. There have been several issues. We've not gotten over the line, but it's not to say Arsenal are happy with where they are. No, if we were happy, we wouldn't be spending this much in the summer transfer, just to improve the squad. You understand?
Let me come to the other side of the table. I said the boys are doing press up. Winston Michaels.
Yeah,
I want us to. Yeah, Charlie. Everything I want us to completely generalize this, right? And take it from the angle of targets and deliverables when it comes to club football, right?
Yeah.
Now, Oliver Glasner at Crystal Palace has probably blown his his expectations out the roof.
Absolutely.
Because he's won the FA Cup and he's won the Community Shield against 2 very strong sides, right? You go to Newcastle and Eddie Howe also won a trophy. Nobody expected him to.
Yeah.
I mean, people will say when you hang up your boots, what you can show your kids is what you've won, right? Are we in an era where people are prioritizing just staying afloat and being among the best to actually being the best?
When you say are we in an era, do you mean like are Arsenal in an era? Because that seems to be like a one club kind of thing. They're used to being in that
So
era.
are you saying that apart from Arsenal, everybody else wants to win a trophy?
If you ask Tottenham Hotspur fans after they won a trophy, I don't think they don't want to continue winning trophies. Crystal Palace fans, I don't think they don't want to continue. Chelsea hasn't won in a long time. They won one. I don't think they want to stop. It's only Arsenal that I don't know what they're trying to.
What makes you think Arsenal don't want to win trophies? I don't understand.
I didn't say that.
No, but like,
you
when he made a question, and you mentioned Arsenal.
No, let's him finish.
I don't understand.
Today, I'm not going to entertain this thing. Let the guy finish and
I don't understand. Like,
per his question, he said, "Are we in an era where people are comfortable just competing?" You're the only team that fits that bill.
How is Arsenal comfortable just competing? Explain it to me. How is Arsenal comfortable?
In the last 4 or 5 years?
Okay, so what
just competing?
So what proves that Arsenal comfortable just competing? Every season they make efforts to improve the squad.
The results.
There's improvement. There's a clear case of progression season after season. Season after season.
The guys why are you doing that?
No. I don't get it. Why is this impression? Where is this impression from the Arsenal comfortable? I don't get it.
It's not impression. It's from the facts.
So what are the facts?
Here are the facts.
Yes, tell me.
Here are the facts.
Yes.
For the last 6 years, that Arteta has been in the post, right? Yvonne mentioned you've won one major trophy.
Good.
Right.
That's the FA Cup.
That's the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Now, for a team like Arsenal, that's not what do you call it? That's not unusual. It's expected.
Yeah.
When Arsene Wenger was there for years, he made sure his team was just competing and being in the top and winning FA Cups like water. It's been a norm at Arsenal. So Arteta hasn't really done anything extraordinary that you can say is out of this world.
Yeah.
Ever since he's been here, this is his 6th or 7th season, right? All he does is spend. He comes close, and I understand the argument you're making. Yeah, he's stabilized your club from where they were previously. He's constantly competing. As you say you're constantly improving. I can see the improvement based on the fact that you've finished second 3 times in a row. Correct me if I'm wrong.
True.
I can see what you're talking about in terms of stability, right?
Yeah.
But are you comfortable just finishing second? And that's
No
what
one is comfortable.
That's what it looks like, bro.
How does it look like? That's what I'm asking. What shows it looks like that?
Okay, so
what should the club do?
What
should the club do?
Let me show you.
What should the club do?
Let me show you what
Arteta.
shows. All right? Let me show you what shows. Here's the thing, and I had this argument with an Arsenal fan, right? I said, listen, if the league is difficult. That's why City went on a 4 trophy run, and nobody else could win it aside City for 4 consecutive years. I give you that. Do you get it? But are you comfortable with the fact that for 6 years, are you trying to tell me, because every time I speak, everybody says Arsenal's the best team in the Premier League. Arsenal is the best team. If nothing, it's the second best team. Look, if you are the best team, or let me even use the latter, if you are the second best team, don't you think you should be winning FA Cups, Carabao Cups? Don't you think you should be winning these types of trophies? In fact, in the last 6 years, you've been in the Europa League twice and eliminated.
Yes.
So that is not a failure for a club like Arsenal.
So you see, you are making my points, and at the same time, you are not. I still don't understand your points. Nothing you've said in the last 1 minute has proven your initial statement of Arsenal being comfortable. What do you want Arsenal to do to show they are not comfortable?
Everything I've just said proves Arsenal are comfortable.
No,
because,
what do you need?
because when given the opportunity,
my question
you do not
is
take
this.
it.
My question is this. Here's a club that have. We both agree the club has shown tremendous improvement from where Mikel Arteta took up the club from in 2019 to where we are now. Every season we see progressive. We see progress every season. Too bad they haven't got over the line. They've not won trophies. No one is happy with that. But my question to you since we started this conversation is, what shows the club are comfortable? What do you need to see from the club to know they are not comfortable? Because after every season, they show you they are not comfortable by spending lots of money in the transfer window to get what we need.
Bro,
so what? They spend £100 million on a defensive midfielder.
Spending money doesn't equate to you being uncomfortable.
So what do you want the club to do to show they are not comfortable?
Winston, can I come in?
Win trophies.
Winston, can I come in? Quickly. When a team doesn't maybe hit their targets for the season, there are 2 things that happen. You spend money or you fire the coach. Spurs wins the trophy for the first time in 17 years. They fired the coach.
They finished 17th.
That's but that's
not ambition.
Exactly.
They finished 17th. They had a bad season.
No, wait, hold on.
They had a bad season. Don't let the trophy lie to you. They had a bad season.
Lie to who? Lie to Arsenal fans or Spurs fans?
They had a bad season.
Hold on.
They're only better than 3 relegated sides.
Hold on.
Make a point.
Let her finish and then we'll come to it. Yeah.
Interesting. It is now the Arsenal's fans' measure of success is the definition
it's wild to me.
It's crazy to me because I want to celebrate a trophy every season. On Wednesday, I may celebrate my second trophy in 17 years. Arsenal fans are laughing. He's laughing, but he's going to be stuck this season. He's going to be stuck this season on second place again, and then Champions League qualification, and they're going to celebrate playing against PSG, and then diluting their midfield in the first leg.
But you see, Elikem, hold on. When Pochettino was sacked from Chelsea, he improved. I'd like to hear this from you as well, and please come. So after I hear from him, okay. So let me come to Ajo. Pochettino.
Can I quickly answer his question? He asked the question. Like I said, spending money does not equate, and I think Yvonne just made that point clear, right? Spending money does not equate to you being uncomfortable. Lots of teams spend. At the end of the day, lots of teams spend. It doesn't mean anything. If you come into a season, right, you have targets, you have objectives. I don't think Arsenal are in their boardroom saying we're going to spend 300 million this year and come away with nothing. I do not believe that's the plan. If that's the plan, then wow, that is something. What differentiates a coach from Arsene Wenger's time? Right now, Arsene Wenger is still the greatest manager you guys have ever had. You know why? Because his trophies, nobody comes close to the number of trophies that he won. He's still the greatest. And that's the point I'm trying to make, because at the end of the day, if you're spending money, imagine, treat it as a business, right? Treat this as a business. Imagine if we're in business, and then Ajo is my boss. And every year he gives me 200, 300 million, and he says, this year I want to see returns for this 200, 300 million. Then I tell Ajo that, okay, maybe it's going to take me about 3 to 4 years to try and get something done. And he understands, because he understands that it takes time to be able to do that. Now, after 3-4 years, I've stabilized everything, and everything seems to be in the right direction. In fact, I've gotten close a couple of times. Now he says, okay, what's left? Okay, I need this. He gives me the money. But now he says, you know what? For the last 5 years, I've been giving you the money, everything you asked for, everything that you need. And I understand it's taking time, or you need it to take time. You've taken all the time. Right now, we've gone to a point where I need to start seeing something. At least start seeing something. And then I say, oh yeah, cool. We're doing well. We're competing. We're competing with the very best. We're somewhere. So the possibilities are high. Awesome. Then I come back trophyless again. Ajo is either insane to keep me on, or he has the kind of faith that the Bible talks about.
The faith the size of a mustard seed.
The one that moves mountains. Maybe he has that type of faith, because it doesn't make business sense what I'm doing. The fact that I keep going and I don't bring something back that's tangible for him to say, okay, you know what, this is. But I understand what Elikem is saying. He also does have a point that at the end of the day, sporting wise, you can see the improvement, you can see the stability, and I get that. But I don't think even he, as an Arsenal fan, is happy with season on season not getting over the line. And I get it, you're trying to get over the line, but you're not getting over the line. That's my point.
But is it all about improvements? Because you take your team, Chelsea, for example, right? Mauricio Pochettino took Chelsea from 12th
to 6th. And 2 finals.
Yeah, he qualified. Yeah, 2 finals. He qualified for the Europa League.
Yeah,
he couldn't play in that because of
technicality.
Yeah, he and a lot of Chelsea fans were surprised when he was sacked. He improved the team, all right.
Yeah.
But is it that targets are different? Is that what it is?
It's so the thing is, I'll even use Crystal Palace as an example. At the end of the day, it's standards, right? A club like Chelsea, every time you see, even he was saying it, a club like Chelsea, we measure success by trophies and what you bring, the targets that you hit at the end of the season. It's not just about winning. Clubs like Madrid, it's not just about winning. It's a terrible season if you win, come in second and don't bring anything home. You will be sacked. That's just the standard that is. And that's why it's so difficult for coaches to be there for longer than a year or 2 or 3, because at the end of the day, you are measured by your targets and your objectives. Look, Crystal Palace had this guy, Arsenal's former captain. What's his name? Patrick. Is it Vieira? Patrick.
Yeah, he was
That's his
there
name.
for a
Yeah.
Yeah, they had him there. He stabilized the club after Roy Hodgson left.
Yeah.
He stabilized the club. They were a mid-table team playing mid-table. Listen, when you come to a team like Crystal Palace, their number one objective is to stay in the league. He had them staying in the league, but then eventually they realized that staying in the league is not enough. We need to be higher up the league and at least trying for certain things. Then they went for Oliver Glasner. Now look at them. Do you think after Oliver Glasner has delivered 2 trophies, and I dare say he will probably deliver another one when he goes to the Conference League, because remember he won the Europa League before coming to Crystal Palace. So there's a high possibility he knows how to get there, and he will probably get over the line. So do you think after Oliver Glasner, Crystal Palace will go back to being comfortable being mid-table teams? Hell no.
Okay.
That is the standard now. That's been set.
So let's hear from Ajo. Ajo is itching.
No, like, I'll make it simple. You see, the Community Shield is not a major trophy. In my books, it's not. But for Crystal Palace to win it, it means something to them. So maybe they will celebrate it.
Especially because they beat Liverpool too.
Yeah. And to them, they've won 2 trophies in the space of like 3 months. They will celebrate it because, and this man is also a winner. He wins trophies wherever he goes. Like in Germany, he won trophies. But you see, if Arsenal don't change this thing, we will always do the comparison. I think it's natural. Oh yeah, if Arsenal don't win something, whichever coach, let's assume the coach of Fulham, Marco Silva, wins the League Cup next season, they'll do the comparison.
Yeah,
it will start again. So what we can tell Mikel is that take the domestic cups serious. The FA Cups, you won it against Chelsea, you beat Lampard, you won it. What happened next? You started relaxing in the cup games. So win the cup, win the League Cup, win one of the FA Cups, and just fight for your EPL or your Champions League. When you appease that one to your fans, they'll look okay. And speaking of Oliver Glasner, we can debate properly, boot for boot, tactics for tactics, here in Mikel Arteta. Because in Germany, he did it. With the Frankfurt team, he won a major trophy. He won the Europa League. He was competing for the DFB Pokal. He was there, and he's very underrated. And the club he's coaching is bigger than the club, quote unquote. People will look at him and count. Teams will look at him and count for him very soon. So for me, I won't debate about who is better. I feel like Arsenal. If you win something, you shut people up. Even if you win the League Cup itself, people will at least be quiet. Your fans want to see at least a trophy. Newcastle won it. The comparison began with Eddie Howe and Arteta. Meanwhile, what Mikel has shown us is that he's consistent. He has a plan. His set piece works. He improves players. He has improved the Arsenal defense. So you give him the credit for that. After that, they won the trophy. People laugh at you because of the trophy. People throw you because of the trophy. Maresca won the Club World Cup, and they came for you first. They did the comparison. He has won 2. You've won. They will come. So win a trophy and just shut them up. That's why this year the pressure is on you. Because he has to win something.
Let's all be real. Let's all be real. Let's all be real. No, let me finish. Let me finish.
Now hold on, let him land.
He has landed.
No, he hasn't landed. Hold on.
Land. Smooth landing. Smooth landing. I beg.
Like I said, let's not underrate Oliver Glasner. Because he's playing a system where someone is playing it and someone needs to change its first 11 to get it right. You get what I'm saying? We are going to Manchester. Amorim is playing the similar system, but he has to change personnel to get into that system.
But he didn't have to.
But he came in easy. Mateta give the fullback the plan well, and they understand the system.
Tarek Mitchell was looking like prime Roberto Carlos.
That guy cannot even defend to save his life. But he is improving them. Easy. He has taken the game to a different level. Watson, progressive pass is working. So pure coaching there. So we cannot disrespect his system. Let's big him up and give him this what he's doing with Crystal Palace. I don't think he'll be there after next. A big team will come for him. So Mikel, let's win something.
Let me just add a bit on it. See, this conversation we're having, it should have been us praising Glasner.
That's why
not comparing him to Arteta. Look.
No, but
let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Can't stop the comparison. We can't stop it.
See, let's be honest ourselves. An FA Cup win has never been the measure of success.
For what team?
In the Premier League, it has never been a success.
No,
for
Crystal Palace,
for big teams. For big teams. When Arsenal won the FA Cup in 2020 and finished 8th, that horrible period where they were losing matches to everyone, that lockdown period where they were virtually a laughing stock. Chelsea went trophyless. No one, you didn't feel Arsenal had a better season than Chelsea. Tell me I'm lying.
I don't.
You never felt Arsenal had a better season than Chelsea in that year.
Why? Because they won the trophy?
Yes, Arsenal won the trophy, finished 8th. Chelsea were 3rd. They went trophyless. Did you feel Arsenal had a better season than Chelsea?
No, but I'm the one asking the questions. It's not about how I feel.
You understand? So if that was the criteria back then, why are we shifting the goal?
How are you sure that was the criteria back then?
That was the criteria.
Did you question anybody on this table back then?
I questioned you.
Back then? You know what I felt about that?
I've known Ajo for long. I know.
I don't think Ajo as a Chelsea fan was happy.
He was
that they finished 3rd.
But did you think Arsenal were better off than Chelsea that year? No.
What year was that?
Chelsea
in 2020. Chelsea went trophyless that season.
Oh yeah, okay, cool.
Did you think Arsenal had a better season than Chelsea? No. Because Arsenal finished 8th. We were the laughing stock. We were losing matches. That was when Socrates and Mustafa were doing their thing in our defense. There were clips every day. You understand? So it is not always about trophies. Of course, trophies are important. They are the ultimate.
What do you say? Can you repeat?
It's not always about trophies.
So are you saying trophies are not?
It's not always about football. I'm saying,
for the big clubs.
Come on. I'm making my point. I'm making my point.
Oliver, you support a big team. You support Arsenal, one of the biggest football brands in the world.
I'm making my point. Wadu, behave yourself. Wadu, let it go. Wadu, behave yourself. I'm making my point. You see, because he's the one who caused this. I'm making my point, and you see, trophies are very important.
Yeah.
Trophies are very important. But at the end of the day, it should mean something. It should come along with a progressive, with consecutive improvement in your team. Arsenal finished 8th, won a trophy, and I can swear, no one celebrated that trophy more than 3 days, because we know at that point the team wasn't good. The trophy didn't represent the quality of the team. You understand? What we want now is to win trophies in our current state, because we know once we start winning, we have the quality in it. We have the quality in the manager to sustain that success for a long period. You understand? So those one trophy, like once in a blue moon trophy, we don't want to win them anymore. We want to win them consistently. We want a sustained period of success. So yeah, like I said, this should have been a discussion praising Oliver Glasner for such a good what a good coach he is.
True.
I mean, I watched the game yesterday and I was very impressed.
True.
Like, you look at one thing I read these mid-table clubs about when they face the top clubs is they show no fear. When those who show no fear. Yesterday they went behind twice. They came back. They showed no fear. At no point did I see panic in the Crystal Palace team. They exposed. They saw the weak points in the Liverpool defense. They exposed them. And one thing I respect him for, Adam Wharton. What a player.
Yeah, super.
Is he better than Zubimendi?
Charlie. Oliver Glasner is a good coach.
Would you rather have him? Let's listen to Andam. Maybe Andam has a lot of praises for Oliver Glasner.
I do. I actually like these kind of underdog stories. You see managers take up teams that sort of don't have any, should I say, European heritage or whatsoever, and then take them to a different height. But coming back to the whole conversation around Arsenal and Oliver Glasner and Arteta, I just want to say that Winston is right to say that Arsenal are comfortable in that position. Now, I would just want to compare them to the kind of situation Atletico Madrid have with Simeone. If over the years they've been with him for close to a decade, more than even a decade, but they've not gotten rid of him because they feel as though with him they've punched above their weight on several occasions. The club are used to what he can deliver for them. But when you're looking at it from Arsenal's point of view, they are a club that has won the league before.
Yeah.
That is what they would want. They're a club that has not won the Champions League yet. So if you are standing in that position, your bystanders or your other competitors, the likes of City, go on to win the league 4 times, win the Champions League as well, and that's in your supposed newfound era under Arteta, then it means that there's something wrong with what you are doing. Now let me give you other instances. When Valverde took over from Barcelona, he didn't take too much time at the club. Yes, he won the league, I think, back-to-back occasions. But what was missing for them was a Champions League. And he failed to get them over the line, particularly against Liverpool and AS Roma. What happened? It cost him his job. Because the club felt, look, the league is normal for us. What we expect from you is the Champions League, and you're failing to deliver I am struggling to see what maybe the Arsenal hierarchy above are saying that Arteta, you know what, we demand this of you. Maybe it's a culture thing where they are just saying, come and just give us assemble a good team. Maybe that's what they are expecting of him. We don't know what goes on up there. But if they're a club that really wants to get their hands on silverware, then I think they should do something about it. I wouldn't say drastically get rid of Arteta, because maybe he's done a good job. He's taking them from C to B, stabilize the club and all of that. But if it's either one to get them from B to A over the past few years, because other managers have come in at different clubs.
Yeah.
Franz Pochettino dropped the most famous quote from last summer saying that I win in my second years, and he proved it.
Yeah.
Glasner has taken about less than 5 months to get to his hand on 2 silverware, and Arteta is supposedly taking forever to get this very same team over the line. Enrique has done it with PSG in less than 5 years. Fancy Flick in his first year. I mean, all of these clubs are managed by different players.
Excuses are too much.
Different players.
I stress, man.
Because it's true.
Next time, bring back up.
The names you're mentioning.
It's true. Hansi Flick did it with a cash strip Barcelona. Xavi did the same thing. Let's be honest. Right now, I just think that the excuse is that for
different scenarios.
No, it's not a case of different scenarios. You guys have
the scenarios are that teams go onto the pitch and play through a season and win a trophy. That's the same thing Arsenal did. They went through a season.
That's a simplistic way of putting it.
No, but
that's a very
football.
simplistic way of putting it.
No, because if
you and I know the technicalities involved and other things that affect a result of a season.
Do you know if
it's too much to just summarize it?
Are in those excuses as well?
No, they are not excuses.
No, because
they are not excuses.
We all sat here when we saw a Leicester team go on to do something historic. They did it, right? We saw it happen right in front of our very, very own eyes. You've seen managers come in and take clubs from transitions and restore them back to their glory days. Nobody said Klopp had it easy during his time with Pep in the Premier League. I'm going to say it's if in a world where Pep was in the Premier League, I think Klopp would have dominated hands down, no problem. But even him, who did not have the financial backing as compared to the likes of Arsenal and all these other clubs, still managed to get his team.
Found a way to win.
No.
He found a way to
time out before you continue. You can't tell me Klopp didn't have the financial backing. He broke the world record for the goalkeeper and a defender.
Okay,
he had the backing.
Okay,
so let's make that point before you go. Let's make that point before you go.
Still, the FSG group, and when you compare that to the Arsenal group, who I think
they spend more than us. During that period, they were spending more than us.
That's fine.
You understand?
But then again, my point is he still managed to get his team over the line.
See.
The same can be said for Enzo Maresca, who's coming to take in a Chelsea the side that is made of maybe large majority of youngsters, and he still also managed to get them over the line.
Took 4 seasons at Liverpool before he started competing.
And your man, and how many years your man spent?
Klopp took 4 seasons at Liverpool before he started competing for the league.
Okay, in that 4 seasons, he won the Champions League and the league.
He won the Champions League in his 4th season
and
at Liverpool. He won the league the next season.
Exactly.
So wait, my point is this. I'm not even going to compare 4-6, 4-7. No, that's not the point. That's not the point I'm trying to make. My point is this: a lot of things go on in a season. Are Arsenal happy with where they are? No.
Then they should do something.
They are not comfortable. What should they do? That's what I keep asking. What do you want Arsenal to do? Hold on. What do you want them to do?
Yes.
Be bold.
And do what?
Look at I don't think you argue this. The only reason Mikel Arteta, if he goes to Flesh next season, will be at his job is that in the coaching market, there's no coach. That may be it's the standard of Arsenal.
Do you think
if he goes troophless? Let me say it again.
Exactly.
So if he finishes second next season, would you want him gone?
If Pep is available and willing to come to Arsenal, do you think I'll stay with Arteta?
The only coach, the only way, if he goes troophless, he can save his job because let me mention them. Gareth Southgate to Arsenal is laughable, right? Joachim Low on the market, Xavi, Spalletti.
Yeah.
Maybe Spalletti I can try for Arsenal, but that one is debatable. Postecoglou, you will laugh. Thiago Motta, Walter Mazzari, Marco Ross, Sergio Conceição,
Wayne Rooney, Thierry Henry.
There's Zidane. There's
Zidane. So one whom has not saved Mikel there.
If Zidane was available, do you think Chelsea would have gone for Maresca?
Oh, yes, they would have.
Zidane doesn't want to coach in the club team for
No, you know why?
Exactly.
They can
So
even,
they
can even go for
You understand?
Glasner.
You understand?
They can go for Glasner. They can go for
No,
Glasner.
I think Glasner would take Arsenal across the line. I think
So Mikel has to win something. We can move on.
Let me make it. In addition to a point Yvonne made earlier, there are two things you do when things are not going your way. You sack a coach. But Yvonne left out one thing. Before you sack a coach, there are two things you must consider. The options you have to replace him,
Yeah.
and if the players you have are capable of doing more than they can do, of performing better than they are performing at the moment. If you are saying you want to sack Mikel Arteta, the next question you should ask yourself is who is replacing him. You don't just get up and sack a manager because he's not performing well.
Glasner can replace
That's
him.
what you see. When Chelsea sacked Jose Mourinho, then they were in a trance. They brought to Avram Grant. He took them to a Champions League final, but they knew this wasn't the man we wanted to take us for. So what did they do? They sacked him also. They employed Felipe Scolari. They kept changing coaches a long time till they got it right. You understand? If you are sacking a manager, you should make sure the options you have are better than the one you currently have.
But nobody said if you sack this manager and the next person comes in automatically.
When Barca sacked Valverde, did they see an improvement?
No, we went to get Kike Setien. We got rid of Kike Setien.
I think they got the manager who lost 8-2 to Bayern Munich. That was
Kike Setien.
That was Kike Setien. Yes.
Even him, he didn't last 6 months.
Exactly.
He
So
came when he saw it.
at the end of the day, when you're sacking a manager to make the right decision, you should have a plan. When Klopp announced he was leaving Liverpool, they took time.
No, but you know where Klopp came from before Liverpool, right? He had not won a trophy for five seasons before he joined Liverpool.
He was.
So you have to risk
he
it.
wasn't coaching. He left Borussia Dortmund a year before he joined Liverpool, right?
Yeah, so that's the risk you take.
He won a trophy.
But when Chelsea hired Enzo Maresca, he was a championship winning coach.
Yes.
And that was
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, so if you're saying that who replaced him,
and Chelsea were patient enough to say we are giving.
How long? How
He's
patient?
there 1 year.
1 year.
Let me tell you.
Anyway, you know, let's we've done quite a bit on this,
Yeah.
right? So I'll open the phone line so I'll call